NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Won by Atlanta. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To DiVincenzo. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Has a chance. Not that time. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Dante DiVincenzo at the line. First one, count it. And he makes them both. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hood. For 3. Hood when he's open and when he's not. So dangerous.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Trae Young. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. To Clarkson. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 22.
5 to shoot for Cleveland.
Substitutions, Cleveland. Substitutions, Atlanta.
How you practice leads to That nice pump fake.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Schlenk, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Lynn with it. 9-point margin. The pass set it all up.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Oh, had him going there for a second to Alec Burks. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Able to convert inside.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Blocked by Collins. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. That's out. Last touch by Matthew Dellavedova. It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Jeremy Lin. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Lin to Trae Young. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Alec Burks. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Oh, had him going there for a second. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And a nice finish at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. Trae Young to Lin. Good look that time, but off the mark. Fires the 3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Short jumper stays out.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lynn. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
For 3, knocks it down in the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Matthew Dellavedova with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Got it at the line. Hawks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Cavaliers with the lead.
Fellas.
All set to go here in the second. Second half. The third quarter is underway. Cavs at the controls. Not that time.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Oh, he had him there for a second, and they called a foul. Careful there, Chick.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Hood. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Won't go. DiVincenzo to Trae Young. Oh, he missed a short one there. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trae Young to DiVincenzo.
Hands off, get the board.
Gets a shot up off the mark. Cavaliers with the basketball. Now a steal by Atlanta.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here we go. I got him. I got Bron.
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
To Trae Young. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. DiVincenzo to Trae Young. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Wendell Carter. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. From long range, Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they...
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go. Substitutions, please.
Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. He was hacked. They let it go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Alec Burks. Oh, had him going there for a second. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, defender pulls the chair. And count the basket inside.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Trae Young. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. Here comes the screen. The shot turned away by Henson. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for two.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
5 to shoot for Atlanta. that time.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
To Trae Young. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Can't connect. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Cedi Osman with a chance at a... Four-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw, good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. To Ken Bazemore. That's no good. Ball in possession of Cleveland. 4-3. Hand in his face. No good for Alec Burks.
Uh-oh, lockup time.
Has a chance. Not that time. Desperation shot here from half court. The Cavs are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers won this matchup with a significant margin. The competitive edge, obviously, came from the way they shot the three ball. In fact, a majority of their points came from long-range shots. And that's just an amazing statistic. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Hawks seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that we handpicked him for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports,